But a question that is asked of me more often than not is, what's a good knife, Chef Todd? Well, that's a really tough question to answer because there are so many variables. Perhaps I can share with you today some of the elements of good knives and you can make a decision. For the longest time, and we're going to talk about generally our chef's knife, but the composition, the type of metal is for any knife. But our chef's knife, and this is the most important knife you should have in your house, for the longest time chef knives were made out of carbon steel. Now carbon steel is a little softer and it's easier for us to sharpen. We can sharpen a carbon steel knife as many times as we would like, but you know what? Being soft, it loses its edge that much more quickly. And a tough thing with a carbon steel knife is that it can discolor. Acids can cause it to discolor. It will rust. It will actually pit a carbon steel knife because of its soft nature. So some people like a carbon steel knife because they can sharpen it as often as they want. It'll lose the edge quickly, but then again you have the power to sharpen it. Generally a carbon steel knife will be less expensive versus this is a stainless steel knife, and this knife in my kitchen, I have more problems with this knife. This knife needs to be sharpened probably by a professional. I do it on my sharpening stone, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. It is difficult to sharpen, but you know what? With a stainless steel knife, once you get a good edge on it, because the stainless steel is so hard, it will keep its edge much longer. It will not discolor. So the only two knives available for the longest time is a carbon steel knife or a stainless steel knife. This is softer, easy to sharpen but loses its edge. This is harder, hard to sharpen but keeps its edge. This will not discolor, this will not pit, this will not rust. This one very potentially will if you leave it in your dishwasher or leave water on it. So what's a person to do trying to decide between these two types of knives? Well, not until recently did we even have the choice. Now what we have is a high carbon stainless steel knife. This is the best combination of all worlds. Our high carbon stainless steel knife is easier for us to sharpen and will keep its edge for a longer amount of time. It will not discolor like a carbon knife will, but it'll hold its color and it won't scratch or bend or fade. It has the best characteristics of both types of metal. And you'll find a high carbon stainless steel knife is going to cost a good amount more than any other knives. So when you go into Kmart or Walmart or Target or something and you go, wow, they have these beautiful looking chef knives and they're only $15, it isn't necessarily the design of the knife or how pretty it is, it's what it's made out of. Stop and look for high carbon stainless steel, carbon steel, or stainless steel. Your carbon steel knife is going to be less expensive generally. Hey, I'm so glad you're here at the end of the video. That means you liked it and it might have solved a problem for you. I'd love to have you join my cooking community. And to do that, all you have to do is subscribe with a button to your right. This way, you'll be among the first to know about my new videos. And if you liked this video, leave me a comment below. And then look to your right. There are going to be more videos that are just as valuable as this one to your cooking journey. Remember, it's not what you cook, it's how you cook that makes all the difference.